it's Martha, and today we are doing behind the scenes, and it's Sweatshirt Day. So, anyway, I said I would come in. We've done this now 2 weeks, and I kind of like it. And for anyone who's watching and who's watched Behind the Scenes Wednesdays, I hope you like it too. So, I have my little. This is really cool, actually. This is my Tinkerbell mug. It's really cute. I've got it in Disney, and it says on the inside, "Stars in your eyes." Okay, cute. Anyway, so what's happening behind the scenes? And so basically in these videos, in these live videos, it is literally turn the camera on and hair is as it is. And it's a bit mad today because I had one of my events last night, and just a wee bit tired today. So we're having a laptop IT day and ketchup day. So sweatshirt is on, not exactly dressed up today. So anyway, so behind the scenes today, I was thinking about this actually before I came on, what I was going to talk about. And so behind the scenes is always telling you what's going on. So last night we ran the third event in a row for Global Online Stars Experience event. And if you caught my post on the page, you'll have seen that we had two gorgeous souls turn up to the event last night. And it's worth reading back actually over the post about the lessons learned from turning up and building the muscle about showing up. And it just really, when I left last night, it really made me tune into the work that, hey Tracta, how are you doing? It really made me tune into the work that I'm here to do. And, we had such a powerful evening last night. It just worked so amazingly. There were two lovely people there. They got, I think, hopefully what they needed, what they wanted. And I know they did, because they were really happy leaving. And just when you want to do something, actually, this is what I wanted to say this morning. My little girl, they're learning the piano at the moment, and Aisling, my smaller girl, she's only 6, and she has one tune to learn by Friday, and she's been learning it a few weeks, and I've been sitting with her and playing it with her. And so this morning I said, okay, do your practice. And she said, oh mama, you need to sit with me, or I won't know the keys to press, I won't know how to do it on my own. I said, Aisling, you have to test yourself. So I'm going to move a little bit. That light is right in my face. And she said, I said to her, you have to test yourself. You have to. And it was only often when I'm talking to the kids, I'll stand back and I go, yeah, that's what I did last night. I tested myself. I showed up and, just stretch that muscle of showing up and getting it done. So it's just really interesting. Like, if there's something in your life, in your business that you want to do, you're afraid to do it. One of the commitments I made when I started doing these events was that if even one person turns up, the event still goes ahead. And I have to say, last night I was so tempted to cancel, because there was 2 tickets sold. There was an issue with the event. There was an issue with babysitting. And my little girl said to me, Mom, if you said you're going to do it, then you're going to have to do it. And this is where we grow up. This is where we go, look, if I'm stepping into this, I'm going to step fully into it and commit to it, commit to what I said I would do. So that was the event last night. And then let's see what else is going on today. So we're working on some one-to-one clients, finishing out their online business projects, trying to get a few projects released and finished by next week, and get people live and get their online business live and out into the world. So what are we using today? One client is using MailChimp. Another client is we're just working on their online payment system for them. And to be honest, that's kind of the tech stuff that we do behind it. But in between that, I had a really interesting conversation this morning with a client, and just talking about his differentiation and talking about his USP. And we got into this really cool conversation, and we just really kind of, I think, magically discovered his USP while we were talking. Now, that wasn't on our agenda today, but because I've been working with him for probably 6 months at this stage, I've gotten to really know his business really well. And he just said to me, he said, wow, you've a real gift for this. And I can really just pull it out, because I can just, when you have someone who doesn't work in your business look with objective eyes, it just, magic happens. So we're doing some of that this morning. What else are we doing? We're planning some stuff for January. I'm just looking at my tabs to see what I'm working on. And I think, to be honest, the biggest thing really that I want to talk about today in behind the scenes is like juggling. When you are expanding and growing your business online, you're juggling a few things. You might be juggling one-to-one clients. You might be juggling, let's say, the event like last night. I'm also working on stuff for the Global Online Stars program. And one of the girls actually who was on that program, she showed up last night, and it actually blew me away because she's only been on the program maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and she said it's the best thing she's ever done, and it has gotten her exactly where she needed to. And actually the client I was speaking with this morning, he said the same thing. Global Online Stars is the one thing that he needed. And he quoted to me, if I can remember, so basically, if you don't figure out how to make money while you sleep, you'll spend the rest of your life working till you die. And it was just like, and he said, I have found that in Global Online Stars. And I was like, wow, it really blew me away, So I think behind the scenes this week is juggling everything. And, being a mom, running your own life. Now, I have to say, I'm actually really tired today, and I know I look at my hair, everything. I could have probably brushed my hair before I press live on this, but the behind the scenes is not staged. It's literally just, here I am in the office, and I'm having my down day after running the event yesterday. So yesterday was hair and makeup, all dressed up for the event. And the thing is that this is real life, we're not always looking our amazing best. And that's one thing I always want to get across, is that Global Online Stars and being a Global Online Star is about really learning to embrace your authentic self, to allow your true self to come out, and to allow you to shine to your full potential. And one of the things we talked about last night was, as I try and brush my hair, one of the things we talked about last night was visibility. Visibility is such a big thing, and I was actually, here's one thing I'll share with you, is that we were talking about judgments, and we were talking about comments from other people about, being an online entrepreneur, having maybe a YouTube channel, being seen, doing videos, and people making comments. So basically, one of the things that I said to the girls last night is that when people make comments about your business, first of all, they probably really don't understand it. Because as you learn to grow and become an online entrepreneur, it's like a whole other world. And, people who aren't in it, first of all, they're not your ideal audience. They're not your ideal customer. And, they possibly may never buy from you. So if they do give judgments, they're not really a great frame of reference, okay? Because they're not really valuing what you provide. And the other thing is that if they give judgments, great. Because here's the thing. They are going to judge you anyway. They're going to judge you whether you do it. They're going to judge you whether you don't do it. And one of the things I said to the girls last night is that judgment is actually an incredible milestone. Because the fact that someone is judging you means that you're out there and you're doing something. And the thing is that you could be like what I was saying last night. When I first started doing, I really wanted to do it, and I was like this. I was like a closed flower. I really wanted to do it, but I was so stressed and I was so anxious about doing it that I was like, you see how red my fingers are? It caused me so much pain to think about, oh my God, I don't want anyone to see me. And then slowly, I kind of opened up and put myself out there. And then every now and again, even now, I go, and then I go back out again, right? So allow yourself to observe your processes, you know. And every time you get kind of wider and wider and you allow yourself to be seen, you allow your true self, your true amazingness and your incredible potential and your mission to be seen. And the thing is that people are going to judge you anyway. It's whether you stay closed, get to the end of your life, and like your mission is not to get to the end of your life without judgment. Your mission is to get to the end of the life, do what you came here to do, and let the people who are going to judge you anyway, they're going to say stuff anyway. So let them off. So what I said to the girls last night is that when people judge you, it is use it as a milestone that you are putting yourself out there, and allow it to float off your allow it to float off your back like a cloud, you know. So that was one of the things we were talking about last night. And the other thing then, I won't go on too much now. The other thing then we were talking about last night was one of the girls was commenting about the mindset work we do in Global Online Stars, and how she said that was the gold dust that really helped her step into getting the work done. It was really powerful, actually. So that's it. Let me see. So today we're working in Asana, in MailChimp, in a couple of websites, working on content, and here we are creating online content for my own platform. And that's kind of it. So getting ready for the Christmas down break. We're finishing the 18th of December, and I'll be sharing stuff with you over the Christmas. But that's it. So I hope maybe these behind the scenes Wednesdays helps you in some way, and just maybe sees that, you know, an online business is a business that, you know, it's still the same. You still have to turn up. You still have to do the work. It's not magical in that it all just happens. The work has to happen behind the scenes. And although we might have Tinkerbell here sprinkling her fairy dust, and I think that's kind of what we do in Global Online Stars. We sprinkle fairy dust and stardust on people, and they definitely just are growing to be the stars that they were meant to be. So that's it for me behind the scenes today. I'm not sure if any of that was useful. I'd love your comments down below. Have you watched the other behind the scenes Wednesdays? Is this content just talking about running an online business? Is it useful? So that's it from me today, and hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.